How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. $56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it. Boom. Ran, talk. Bang, 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 bang. Check.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Corey Littleton. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's now 3rd down.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Hey, we got to seal. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he'll find Hall. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
On first down, Trubisky. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Rabbit. Alert. 26. Pick the edge. Go. Protein spill.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Motion, motion, motion.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
36. Stop. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Rush in, rush in, rush in. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
On second down, Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though.
36, line 36. Defense wins championship, baby.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On first down, Landry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Second and 2. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, King. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball. SOS. Mike 96.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready? Stick is coming. We know Mike 96. Not today, you are. Not today.
to throw on second down. King airing it out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Hey,
Let him know.
On 3rd down, Trubisky going up top. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Lock in.
They'll run with Montgomery, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Tight dog. Whip. Watch the whip.
On the ground, Kamara. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Henry, 58, come on. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Set, go. Right 58, right there. Hey.
King now from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Rolling to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Knock it up. Right 80. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Red, up. White 9. Go.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Slam. Red, up.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Trying to lay one up deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. It's free.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. It's going to be a long...
Alert, 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 alert. Hey. I-7.
Alert 3.
Chad Ranta. Alert, 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 alert.
I got it.
Hey, Haywood.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch 30.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Here we go.
Go.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
Watch the boot.
Hey, 18.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check. Kill.
Alert.
Check 43. Mike 36. Get that quarterback.
Alert.
Check 9.
Following the penalty, Montgomery.
Get there.
They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
What up? 180. I'm coming for you, son.
Red, up.
Mike 36.
Hey, seam 6.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Flare. Watch out.
18. Alert.
Play.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep. And this is caught.
Go.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the Saints' 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. To throw is King on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
24 is the mark. Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Check it out, read.
2nd and 6. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
3rd and 15.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Hey, hey, hey. You got three. You got three. Three down. Three down. Hey, deuce.
King from the gun, he'll throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Hey, we gotta get to that. Mike over there. Go. Go. Hey, switch gears. Check 31.
Now it's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Echo.
Be good. Hey.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, let's get this.
Move.
Get wide.
Hey, ball.
You got tight right there.
Buzz.
Shit low. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
Hey, 18.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Now Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Marcus Williams on coverage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Mike 9. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Here's Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now King throwing on 1st down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the curve.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Second and 13. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's King, throwing on 3rd and long. Looking long for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They try again with Cohen. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Rip left, rip left. Check.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Switch. Hold the look. Hold.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Ran, touch. Hey, Orville.
Mike 36. Here we go. He's coming. Double up.
Ran, touch.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Lock in.
36 to Mike.
So don't say nothing.
Mike 36. Mike 36. It's been a long day for you.
Alert.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Now Trubisky to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, King. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. King airing it out deep for Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double time. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Check safety. Watch safety creeping.
Again, it's Cohen. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Go! 180! Alert! Check the backer! Alert! Hey, Alpha!
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Alert! Watch
Blue, blue, blue. Hey, Charlie.
Line 36. Line 36. Stay with your man. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All day, defense. All day. All day. Check, check. Let's up.
King now, operating from the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
King to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Check 37. Check 37.
Hey, 18.
Mike 9. Six-man.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
I don't think you got it, son. Mike 9. Mike 9.
They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Operating from the gun, King. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hold up.
Now King throwing again. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Leonard Floyd. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, King. Wide open receiver complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Lutz puts this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Get him!
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Bravo!
Mike 36. Mike 36. Hey, D-line.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Check 50. Check 50. Check 24. Check 24.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Jim. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Slam.
Red, up!
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Alert! Hey, wahoo!
Now it's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Saints.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat